Microphone, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. GoddessOfBlunder. Not sleeping and wide awake. So, Warhammer, Warpforge. Light myself with light. Twitch. I don't know what all the Terran abilities are, because I haven't actually made a deck yet. We haven't actually tested them out practicing either. Magic Arena should do this so I can zoom in and just so I can check out artwork. I spent a lot of time looking at artwork. It's one of my favorite parts of most of the games I play. Scroll back. Because I don't think we did the next tutorial.
Ready, my legions. A glorious victory will be mine. I have foreseen the future, and you wouldn't like it. No tricks or illusions will ever fool me. Do you call that a strategy?
Yes. Farmers can be reanimated with certain cards and abilities. Some cards trigger special effect when reanimated. I kind of just made the assumption of what it was.
Tiny mind is no match for mine. Of the Necrontyr, you will be judged! In a tangled web of outcomes, I will find the way.
Also does not continue the game.
Do what you will. It will soon be forgotten.
Certain cards let us bring back our Necrons. Permanent reanimated gains +2 range attack and 2 health. It's better for the guys. It's weird because it's not good to have.
An inferior opponent can be crushed without a moment's thought.
I really did do some really cool art for this. Just rambling.
Tiny adjustment to my calculations can have sweeping results.
Doomsday's just gonna blow the crap out of us. We will do too. Techno answer. Artifice. What does Artifice do? Artifice is something when playing a strategy. Technomancer is your special use type of triptych, able to repair troops and constructs in the midst of battle between magic and brain.
Activating reanimation protocols.
Okay, so we can play one of these. We should bring back both.
My legions will be reborn, and your defeat is inevitable. Yeah.
Excellent. Apparently I can't attack when we come back to life. Okay. That's wonderful.
My name has been written throughout the eons.
Whoosh. Really? That's a decent trade-off. Attack with him first and just destroy him. Tutorials, you make me so angry. What I want to do. Okay, it doesn't matter how much life it has, it just dies. Oh, if you attack the already dead one, get rid of it. Okay.
Moment's reflection begets my victory.
That would have been nice to know when I was playing earlier.
Your presence must be eradicated.
That is why I need to...
My predictions, and I must respect that.
That's right, you respect me. I'm playing a fashion for your opponent. Can do. I will do those things. Yeah, for attempts.
Target acquired.
Just I think we're just gonna
position. Reuse, rebirth. I need to go back in time and make adjustments. I am eternal. Victory shall be mine.
Victory, squish, victory. Hey, what's going on, Sensei? Just hanging out, playing some Warhammer. The new Warhammer Warforge game. Trying to learn how to play each of the different card groups here, or different factions. I've played against other ones, but I've only used my own chaos. Is it very loud? That's what I was wondering. Let me go change that. Hopefully that works. Let's see here. Is that any better? Music go down? Let's see if I can. It's an OBS issue. Desktop audio. Bring that up. Okay, that should be good. Or hopefully it's good. We'll see. Just click buttons, throw things around. Eventually things work. There we go. Desktop audio. Music went down? Okay, excellent. Sound effects as well? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I don't usually play games on here, so, well, I'm usually playing Magic the Gathering. They're spell tables, so... Yeah, the sound effects are super loud now, too. It's like I don't need to have them super loud for any reason. Which means the voiceovers are probably going to be super loud, too. So we'll just go down in general. There we go. How's your evening going? Hey, geek, what's happening? I'm just playing the new Warhammer game. Got invited to be part of their content creation stuff, so been playing each of these factions, playing through the tutorial just to see exactly how each of the powers, all the cards work, because each faction has different powers, so... Some of them might know what they do. I love that they talk. And the art very much reminds me of like the Warhammer 40k Magic art that we got last year, which just makes me happy. Okay, so most of the Chaos guys I've got under control. If you haven't seen the game, it's very similar. If you've played the Horus Heresy game, which they made, is very similar to that. But it's also similar to Magic and Hearthstone as well. Bye, Squish.
Positions. We strike soon.
accept your fate.
Where am I gonna run to? Warhammer universe is not exactly the nicest place. They're not gonna show me what any powers or anything do. Okay, there we go. Troop will deal 2 damage to an enemy when receiving a mark of chaos. And this is... No, this is my war leader's ability. He gets this each battle, or each round. Yeah, and it'll give them a I think it does it randomly and gives them a different mark. If you get 4 of them, though, it turns into a, they can become a demon prince, which is pretty awesome. Mark of Crone, yeah. Mark of Crone makes them more powerful, toughness or attack-wise. When I say the Death Guard one makes it so I get extra life and can take damage, absorb damage, I do believe. Bringer of Decay. I might still have to turn the volume down on the voiceovers and the sound effects. There we go. Oop. Yes, I shall mute you, training person. Your warlord receives damage. He gets a mark of Slanesh. I love that all the cards talk. Like, I wish all the magic cards talked on a Magic Arena. And then you get to choose whether or not you want to use your close combat or your range ability. And it kind of depends on who you're attacking, because, like, if I attack this guy, he's got 3 range, so he's going to do more damage to me than I'm dishing out. But if I hit him with close combat, then I'm only losing 1 life compared to the 3 I would have. Well, that works out nicely. I was thinking they were going to have to attack me for my warlord, or for them to get the mark. Oh, that chaos spawn is all sorts of gross. It's just mouth coming out of mouth, coming out of mouth. It does not have a lot to say. Okay, so flank does allow us to attack the turn that we come into play.
I will follow Abaddon to the end of everything.
Hopefully they add, like, extra, like, talking and stuff, because otherwise I'd probably go insane if it just keeps saying the same things. Be like the NPC character that you just keep mistakenly clicking and they just keep saying the same thing every time. You want me to attack into them? That seems silly. Well, I guess... Will we get another mark for that? Okay, we do. Okay, so that's... we can have more than 1 chaos mark stacked on a troop, so... Yeah, I wasn't sure if they would get... or if they could get 2 of the same. Well, I can, so I guess that's pretty awesome. So I guess getting hit wasn't completely... not worthwhile. Chaos guys are so angry all the time. Hey, why did you do that? Why did you kill my guy? I have no plan. If you can see through my plan, then you know something I don't know. Enemies have vulnerable 1. What is vulnerable 1? Damage, it receives an additional X damage. Okay, that's pretty cool. Over here on the other side of the card is the life total for each of your units.
You are just a plaything of the gods!
Yeah, okay, cool. Pew pew! Chaos spawn. He gets to attack him the turn he comes into play. Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll get to do extra damage. It's the Bringer of Decay. Sometimes you just gotta sack those creatures to take out other creatures. Or units. I'm so used to magic terminology. Let's give him a Mark of Chaos. Mark of Nurgle gives +1 health and +1 regeneration. Okay, so that's basically like at the end of... Okay. It heals for regeneration. That's pretty cool. Death Guards were always my favorite. I don't know if that was him coughing or my gun coughing. I was gonna say, I know most of the rules for most of the chaos stuff. I just forget what the actual marks do. It does is like I don't know if he was coughing as he was shooting the gun or if it was the gun coughing. Who knows with the Death Guard? Or maybe that's the sound of a plasma gun. It's always interesting to hear sound effects for like games that you play, like board games or miniatures. Like that's part of the joy for when I'm playing games like this, because I get to hear what characters sound like or what certain guns that my models have on them. Or it's like a little added bonus for me. So this champion's got flank and strike. What does strike do? Trigger an effect when attacking. Okay. Let's go try to beat this tank up. Success. What is this rubric? Marine. When you draw a card, gain a mark. I'm gonna pronounce things wrong all day long. I need the official Warhammer pronunciation guide. You hear me, Games Workshop? That's what I am requesting. If I'm gonna be streaming this, I need to be able to say words. Imagine it's a lot like when the Warhammer stuff came to Magic the Gathering and everybody was trying to figure out how to pronounce things. I knew a good portion of them. But now Lord of the Rings is out and I just keep mispronouncing so many things. Oh my gosh. You would think Magic names and things would be easier to, or Lord of the Rings ones would be easier for, since Magic is very similar, fantasy-wise. Dark gods do give me power. I can give, oh, does that give it to everybody? Well, that's pretty cool. Let's, do that first. Oh, and we get to choose which ones we get? What do we do? I feel like Slanesh is the best of all of them. Oh, I guess. I mean, you get +2 to your attack, both attacks. What does Vanguard do, though? Your other units can be targeted with attacks. So basically, like a taunt. That's kind of cool, too, I guess. But doing more damage and just killing them outright seems like the better plan. You can do that. Damn bugs. Summertime. I like the winter when they have a Vanguard unit. That's lame. Okay, I guess we gotta kill that first then. Let's kill it with you. That sounds good. I guess we will not win this turn like I thought we were going to. Let's give you Mark of Nurgle. So you have 1 extra life. Hey, what's going on, transient player? You got a raid. What's happening, everybody? Playing some Warhammer Warpforge right now. Raid, raid, raid! What is going on, raiders? Playing some Warhammer Warpforge. We're testing out each of the tutorials so we can learn all the rules to things. Normally I would be streaming Magic. I was going to play Magic Arena and I was like, you know what, I need to play something different just to, as a palate cleanser for the week. I hit my 365th game of Commander tonight, so I think the year starts over for me now. Okay. That's my fiscal corner. What's going on, Proxy? Oh yes, yes I have. I just bought the Lion, I forgot what the rest of his name is, but the Dark Angel piece. Oh, it's so good looking. I am a grinder. I have too many hobbies, Proxy. Between Magic and Warhammer and comic books, and I don't actually know how I have any time to do anything. You know what, we'll just do this. Pretty sure that'll just... That's one way to do things.
We will conquer this galaxy.
I need a 3D printer. They've gotten down a lot from the last time I looked. There's just so many figures that I could just print out that would be so much. Yes, I did get the lion. Oh, let me... see here. Try not to rip my head off with my headset. I need to do some painting this week. Yeah, he's so pretty. He's magnificent. I built him this morning. Like all the freaking details and there's so much going on. Can't wait to paint him. I'm probably not going to do his traditional colors just because I want him to go with the rest of my army. But like, you'll have to send me over some info on him because like my dad has one and it just doesn't print out the way that it should. I don't know if he just bought a cheap one or... It's crazy, the size difference. Space Marine, and then the Lion. Like Dark Angels, my first squad I ever painted were my Dark Angels. Like I had a tactical squad that came with the paint set that I got at like Games Workshop. You feel free, Proxy. Gives me things to talk about. But I think we were playing a draft. Their draft system is interesting because, like, you go in and you choose like 3 different cards, and then it'll bring up 3 sets of 3 different cards, and then you will go over and choose up another one the next time until you build a deck. And then every time you win a round, you get a choice of new cards. So we're going to play real people and see what happens. They'll probably beat me up. Love you, Proxy. Always taking care of me. Appreciate it. It is older than that, actually. I almost want to say the 80s is when it started. I'm trying to think of what the year was. I started in 99. And at that point it was 4th edition, I want to say. So, what were we playing? We were playing Chaos, okay. So these are the costs up here of all your cards. And you can replace cards in your hand, which obviously we can't play any of these until a later turn, so not super great hand to keep. Yeah. Yeah. It might have been the early 90s. I'll have to look it up. Oh, you Necrons, always threatening me all the time. Let's see here. We have no first turn plays, so we're just going to go and punch them. That's always a good first turn play. Warhammer! See, Warhammer, I got out of it, I want to say in like 2010 for a couple years. I used to go and play with my friends like every week. We would play such long games because we would all play together. Like on these, we had 3 sets of scaffolding with 6-foot boards. And then all those 6-foot boards attached to each other. And then we would all play against each other. And it would be like 9-10 hour games. It's like playing Risk, but on a larger miniature scale. Yeah, I have the Marvel Critical Protocol game over there that I haven't actually got it for Christmas, and I haven't had a chance to actually open it. But the new Marvel miniatures are so pretty. We're gonna have to kill some of these things before they start killing us.
I cannot do that.
Really, I can't attack a unit with flying? That's silly. I find this ridiculous. Wow, we have a lot of cards that are just gonna make our creatures more powerful. That's super weird. Well, you know what? Let's give him a marker prone. So they have to actually attack him, and then let's make him even beefier. Give him more health. May as well use some of these cards for something. Oh, and he does something every time he receives. Oh, well, that's super awesome.
I cannot do that.
Now, you just keep hurting people. Okay, turn it's over. Sorry. Yeah. Now that they've changed like the point systems and stuff, it has definitely made it for shorter games that you can actually go and play within like an hour. I understand that, Proxy. This one is not too hard to learn. There's another version of this, which is made by the same company, but it's pre-Warhammer 40k, and a lot of the rules are the same, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to be like, oh, okay, this is what I need to do. Because basically this is your mana up here. This is you can have 2 different kinds of attacks, so you can attack with close combat or range, and then health. And I'm just, these poor people who play against me, I'm like, just talking away. It is very similar to Flesh and Blood almost. It's like so many of these games. Yeah, this is Warhammer, sorry. I misunderstood the question. It's late. Yeah, 'cause this is Chaos, and the other side is the Necrons. And their jerkiness. I really like the borders and stuff. Wizards should get on this. Let's see here. It's weird because like your warlord is basically your person that you yourself. They're trying to kill you, you're trying to kill them. Let's see here. I'm just gonna keep attacking them. I think they'll just keep trying to stop my creatures instead of trying to attack me. I think. We'll see. Yeah, it is pretty late. I couldn't sleep. I was just upstairs reading comic books, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go downstairs and play a game. There is not there used to be a Warhammer card game long time ago. That would have been about 99 when the great, uh, what is it, card game craze happens. There's so many card games. Can we win this turn? Maybe? Haha. Success. Alright. Oh. Like, I would love a Warhammer card game. That's why I was so excited when we got Warhammer cards in Magic the Gathering. Because I was like, yay, I'll take whatever I can get. I know that gun is crazy. Our one friend, Southern DM Matt, he made specialized rules to play the Warhammer decks against each other. And it's really cool. Like, it takes a lot of things from the Warhammer like mini game and adds special rules to the Magic game to kind of make it feel more like Warhammer. I know. I really wanted to play the last Transformer game. I bought some packs just because I wanted the cool looking cards. Like, I would love a full Transformer Magic set. Like, my Transformer deck is one of my favorite Oh, G.I. Joe Universes Beyond? Why has that not happened yet? I need Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and Jinx and Slice and Dice and Ninjutsu back. These are the things I demand, Wizards. Yeah, there was a lot of cool art and stuff on those Transformer cards. I have them in a binder so I can use them as reference material. It's like, never found anybody to actually play with. But I'm a sucker for Soundwave and Starscream stuff, so I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna get these. I know, like, G.I. Joe, like, was a big part of my childhood, so, like, I used to have, well, I still have all my old G.I. Joes, but I also have, I used to have all the 25th anniversary ones that came out, and I had, like, everything. Oh, did you have the aircraft carrier? Oh my god. I've only seen it in person once. There's a toy store in Ohio that has one upside down on top of its ceiling of the store, and there's just a bunch of quick kicks, hundreds of quick kicks, just all over the bridge. It was ridiculous. I still have the GI Joe General, which is like the big like mobile tank thing that opens up and has little docking bays and has a little helicopter. It came out. I still have the space shuttle. I have a whole bunch of the vehicles and stuff upstairs. I used to have the GI Joe base still, I had the box still and everything, and I had all the parts and pieces, but I didn't have anywhere to set it up. I always wanted to. When I was a kid, I never had like a whole bunch of the same Cobra guys. So when I had a job and was out on my own, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna build whole entire platoons of like Cobra Bats and Cobra Vipers. So I just had so many. Like I was working at Walmart at the time, so like I would come in the mornings, and I was also in charge of the trucks, so I knew whatever was coming off the trucks. So I would just buy all the GI Joes that came off of there. And once I had the normal figures of just like that weren't generics, I would just buy all the generic ones. So I had just like an army of ninjas and an army of bats. It got silly really fast. Oh. But I ended up selling that collection at one point because what I wanted to do was open it up and make like a giant diorama. And, yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah, like when I worked at the store, like Marvel Legends and GI Joes and all those things, I was all over them whenever they would come in. I was like, ooh, we're getting more Marvel Legends, and it was always nice because I could just get all the figures, so I could actually build the big figures. Now that's like almost impossible. We have a place called Ollie's that's down here, which is basically like Big Lots, and they're like all the toy stores, because like Toys R Us and stuff, a lot of these places don't sell them anymore, and a lot of places like Target, like they don't put the stuff out on the shelves, and then they just end up basically selling it to the Ollie's or to like Big Lots, and then now Big Lots and Ollie's have all these giant collections of awesome figures I would have normally bought at like Target or but for like half the price, which is awesome. What does Harkin do? Talent is his Hell Spear, huh? Yes, it's crazy. I was at Ollie's yesterday, and stupid stuff. I Marvel Age of Apocalypse was like my favorite comic books thing that happened during my childhood, and I could never find a Rogue figure, but I found one for like $10 there, and I was like, fine. I was like, you got me. I told myself I wasn't buying any more Marvel Legends unless it was something super awesome. I apologize. I'm glad you forgive me. I blame Heather. How about that?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I don't like it when cards and things yell at me in games, especially because I'll just keep doing the same stupid thing over and over again. Yeah, I remember Mirage. I was just reading a lot of Image comic books at that point in time. Rogue is fantastic, and I also ended up. They also had a Shadowcat figure, so I was like, blast it. There's not very many Kitty Pryde figures out there, and it makes me sad. I was like, so now more Marvel Legends have entered my home. These Chaos guys sound like they're so badass. I live in your nightmares. I don't know what I would do with the giant crab claw. I would probably cut a lot of stuff in half. Or I would hurt myself. One of those two things. I was obsessed with Spawn for a while. And Wildstorm. Ugh. That whole entire universe. I started out with X-Men. That man is the most horrible human being. Try not to keep up with whatever terribleness he's up to. Is that a vehicle? Okay, we'll blow it up. How about that? I think Blast does something to... Oh no, that hits adjacent targets. Okay. What do I want to do? I'll just play this so they can't attack us. Yeah, because I think Vanguard makes it so they have to... It's basically got a taunt. We'll just keep punching this guy until he dies, I guess. Even though we are losing life faster. I will say that, like, the... It is all good, Proxy. It happens. You're in Canada, you can say that. There's so many terrible people down here. It is all good. Let's see here. Can we kill both of those things? No, no. gives my warlord flying? That's... Oh, because of his spear. Okay, that's pretty cool. I guess, is it only when he kills the person? Oh, he just gets it for no reason. Oh, I would have been doing that this whole entire time if I would have realized that. Ugh. So you can just keep giving him blast and he'll hit the adjacent cards. That's actually pretty cool. Good job, Chaos Spawn. You do not keep yelling at me. Night Geek, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Uh-oh, we're about to... It's crazy, the gun, like, I didn't realize, like, how big, like, the bolts and things that are in the guns are, and how they actually work. Like, most of the ammunition, like a normal round from a bolter, like, is pretty big, but then it goes in and then explodes. So, like explosive rounds, basically. We are not going to survive this. I will say that their practice bot does not care about you or your life. It will kill you. Oh, we're dead. Okay. They're gonna do 1 damage to us and then just go hit us for 2. Human players? I can defeat. That's when it starts getting over to the computer, who just beats the crap out of me. I do want to find out what the Eldar do, because I haven't actually played with them at all. They're so cool looking. Space elves, basically. I got into the Dark Eldar for a while, and I had a pretty big army for that. I had a lot of vehicles. I had a bunch of...
The webway brings many surprises.
The galaxy will only know peace when I am its ruler.
You are interlopers, and you will be repelled.
I wonder if they say different things when they fight different people. Basically. Let's see here. Okay, when attacking a unit with Shuriken, it'll immediately deals Shuriken damage. Interesting. So, like, first strike, I guess. That's the thing, is all games just come back around to magic. I'm like, okay.
Cleanse this place. We must protect the craft world.
So, how does that work? We're gonna do range damage, but then it does... Okay. Cannot say that I completely understand Shuriken, but it won't let me click the card to look at this. It's like, no, you just do what I tell you. I like that their guns are just like pew, 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 pew. Just reminds me of the Lego movie. Pew, 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 pew. I want to see what the Shuriken thing does. I want to see what the actual ruling is. Striking Scorpion. I haven't seen a lot of the art for these ones. Yes, I see you, little hand arrow thing telling me to put the card there.
Assault is the best approach.
Okay, so they come in with like a stealth, so they can't actually be hit or targeted, I'm assuming. See, I didn't realize I could actually destroy these things. The first time I was playing, I was like, how are you ever supposed to, like, stop them? They just keep coming back. Wow, he really starts out with a lot of life.
I will not let this sanctuary be corrupted.
Okay, I want to see stealth can't be targeted for 1 turn. When attacking, deals X damage to the target before the attack is resolved. So, okay, so it's doing 2 shuriken damage. So that's why that one with 0 attack was still doing damage. That's what I was wondering. Game. Trying to trick me. Okay, so it basically is almost like having first strike damage. Okay, I get it now. I get you, game. The flayed ones are so cool. They're cool and gross at the same time. They're very leather-facey, like they cover themselves in human skins. Because, you know, why not?
So comes the hour of bloodshed.
It's cool seeing Warhammer art in different form. To play a Storm Guardian. Okay. Storm Guardian. Okay, it also has Shuriken, so that must just be like a ability for everybody. Later, Proxy. I get you. I'm sure I'll get there soon. I'm gonna be like just crashing, fall asleep, and smash my models. Just be like, ugh. You take care of yourself. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'm sure I will. I don't have any games of my own tomorrow, but I do believe I'll probably be somewhere. Units with Waystone ability drop a Spirit Stone when destroyed. Okay, so it's kind of like their Soul Stones. They, like the Necrons can bring back stuff, so I wonder if we can bring back our... Keep a tally of collected Spirit Stones over here. Okay. Your Spirit Stones, which are spent to empower certain cards. Okay. Interesting. Oh. I'm just gonna get all of our creatures killed. Okay, sounds good. Interesting. If you have enough Spirit Stones, some cards will consume them when played to trigger other effects. Okay. Vanguard. Okay, so what exactly is it getting for that, though? Okay, so Vanguard. Okay, so the 2 Soul Stones equals 2 armor and flanking. Okay. I get it. So it's almost like a different resource that you can use. I know some decks, like the Thousand Suns and the Horus Heresy game, have a basically like a magic number, another extra resource that you can use depending on how many mages you have out. Banshee Mass deals 3 damage. I assume stun. What does stun do? Target unit can't act during its next turn. So I wonder, can they attack back? Guess not. That works for me. So I wonder how armor works. It's just like +2 armor. Figure it out. Okay. Whatever you say, game. Oh, it's like, you still have stuff you can do.
When the wind cries, retribution has arrived.
Their specialty units are so cool looking. My brother had a bunch of Eldar figures, but the Dark Eldar I just liked because they had all the chains and hooks and made them... They're actually probably the same exact color as my Space Marines that I'm painting right now. They look very similar. Okay, so they can destroy them. Hey, you don't have to destroy it, just to prove that you can. Necrons, you are just so negative all the time. Witchblade Warlock. Talent Witchfire. What is that? Create a card in your hand at the start of your turn. Interesting.
The skeins of fate tell of nothing but death.
Deploy a Storm Guardian. What's a Storm Guardian? So many questions. I think we already created a Storm Guardian. We already knew the answer to this.
So comes the hour of bloodshed.
It's late. We'll figure it all out eventually. Yeah, I guess we'll go beat you up.
This cannot be done.
Oh, because he's flying, you have to use a ranged attack. Okay. That makes sense. It's weird. It's a weird interaction that I'm like, oh, flying creature. Okay, it can block flyers. Magic nonsense.
Moving into optimal firing position.
Can you not play a million things? Both troops and stratagems can consume spirit stones, trigger additional effects. How about we pick up these spirits? Okay, we're just not going to pick them up yet. Excellent. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it repeats it multiple times, depending on how many soul stones I have. Plan your actions carefully and decide when to collect and spend. I feel like you'd want to pick them up all the time, but I guess there's probably reasons not to. When you collect a spirit stone, deal 1 to 3 damage to a random enemy. Okay, so that's an actual unit that... I like that the cards are even extended border, so it's like 3D.
Of the wind, bring forth Cain's fire.
Okay, so now we can pick up the stones and do damage with that card, which is pretty cool. Carry on playing and drive out the interlopers. So this board must be a craft world. Do we kill those things? I feel like we probably should. But I really don't want it to kill us. Okay, so we'll kill that. We don't need that doing 6 damage. That's just not gonna happen. And also, I don't really want it to come back to life either, so I'm just gonna blow it up all the way. Probably should have killed the Tomb Blade, but I think we would have just been able to take it to 1, so that would have just been silly. Okay. That is a lot of life. Wow. Yeah, it is a monster. Oh, so it can gain back life each turn too. That's no good. That's a lot of damage to take. Need 3 soul stones to do that. But I think that's okay. I think we... Skyborn deployment. What is this? Yes, cool. Yeah. Okay. I guess that'll create it in my hand, and then I'll know. Do I want to make a guardian? As well. I kind of want another soul stone just so I can cast that. So maybe we'll play this instead. So they'll either have to destroy that or... Yeah, we got this. Okay, let's attack. Do that. Maybe they'll kill him next turn and then we can get another soul stone. You know what? Didn't want to take the 3, but it's probably worthwhile in the long run. We have no more game actions. Freaking craft tanks are so cool. One of the things that always scared me about doing Eldar is just paint jobs look like too much work. Like, maybe a long time ago I would jump into the Eldar, but now I'm just like, I'll keep with my easy to paint Space Marines and Chaos stuff. Maybe Orcs someday, because every time I see Orc stuff, I'm like, I love Orcs so much. They're so silly. Wow, okay, so, yeah, +4 melee and +4 range. That is pretty baller. Let's go to range attacks. Blow him up. Take 5. Yeah, it's fine. Take the 5 just to get rid of that. And yeah. And now we're not kidding around. Necrons. Use all those resource points we have. No, now you're gonna create a bunch of stuff. Show off. Man, I thought we were really cool for a second. Now I'm just disappointed. No. Overtime? What does that mean? Did I go too many turns? Like, you are not killing the enemy fast enough. Do your job. Let us kill him, I guess. Grab a soul stone. Play this Wrath Knight. Oh, did we not have 3 gains invulnerable until the next turn? Oh, I thought I did that. Okay. Well, we'll hit you for 10. How about that? Will that kill you a little faster? Well, you're still alive. What else? We could lose our vehicle, which is fine. And I think we just attack you. And then end the turn. See, the Horus Heresy game, it just stops at 10. There's no overtime. I don't know what overtime entails. Oh, gosh. Stop hitting us with so many things. I need to make a be right back screen. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I have a starting stream thing now, which is pretty nice. So I can actually start the stream and not just us be sitting there getting ready to play Magic. Yeah. I think we win no matter what, but just in case. Just scorch earth, just in case. 10. The Necrons are a lot nicer than I thought they would be.
When the craft worlds unite, we will prevail.
I'm interested that by the way they talk. Necrons don't talk the way that I thought they would. I remember when I found out like the orcs talk with like a very, I don't know what to call it. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab another water. freaking mini fridge. Okay, let's see here. What decks do we have? Oh yeah, we just have those 2 decks. I don't know if we didn't have enough cards to actually make another deck. I don't know if we've gotten anything worthwhile to put in here recently. This actually really is good. Oh, I do have Gifts of Chaos in here. Okay. Delightful Agonies. Whenever I play against real people, though, like with my own decks, yeah, it never goes well. Either they have more cards, or have cards I don't know what they do, and I'm like, what's happening? Delightful Agonies. Another Helldrake Strike. Ooh, Crone Berserkers. I don't know if we have any. Not shake that up enough. It's not great. That Crone Berserker we actually... what are we going to take out, though? We got Possessed Marine. Where'd the Berserker go? Yeah, that's our first Crone Berserker. Oh, it makes like a chainsaw whirly sound with the axe. I love it. Okay, let's go play a real person, I guess. See what happens. Get our butts kicked. That's probably what's gonna happen. Ugh. Eventually our deck will get there, right? In the practice mode, they have different decks for each group, so you can try out all the news, or try out the different strategies. And I don't know how many cards there are for each, like, faction. I'll have to look into things. See if we're playing a bot or a real person. Let's see. We cannot cast any of these cards our first turn, so I'm just going to replace our whole entire hand. Actually, you know what? We will keep you, though. You're pretty useful. Ugh. Still not great.
The hour of blood and clashing blades has come.
I'm assuming we're not playing a real person. Either that or Envir Keltalk is this? Okay, yeah. So this is not even a real person. Guess we'll give ourselves our spear and jump A. Psh. Harken World Claimer.
Light dims, yet our hope is ever kindled.
Eldar. I will say that their tutorial system and their bots do not put up with your crap. They will just decimate you. I do like this little thing too. It's much better laid out than a lot of other ones are. Do we want to play the Crone Berserker first? Part of me says no. I think we're not gonna play him, but we will play. Oh, he's got stealth, so that was pretty stupid of us. Okay. Well, I guess we will just make life harder for you. Select Vanguard. I mean, they'll probably just shoot us, but guess at least they waste their turn. Did not mean to double click that. Probably made a lot of wrong plays that turn. And it kept us safe for a turn. Take a little bit less damage. I wasn't paying attention that they were
Hold still.
unseeable. Do you have, what does camouflage do? This unit can't be targeted by enemy stratagems until it attacks. That's annoying. How about, oh, we only have, I thought we were at 5. What shall we do? I can't attack you until after that. Okay. We're just gonna take the damage this turn. I really wanted to kill this guy with the Crone Berserker out, so I got a Mark of Chaos, but that was one way to at least take care of it with a spear. Gain 5 Spirit Stones? That seems good, I guess, for them. Well, okay. Still not going to play the Berserkers. I think we are going to play the Noise Marines. Whenever my Warlord gets damaged, they get a Mark of Slanesh, so that's makes them even better. And I can't do anything this turn. I was dumb and didn't give myself flying. I may as well now, even though I already attacked. Haha! I'm just showing off that I have a rocket pack. What are you gonna do about it? Jump jets. Jump back. One of those things. There's just been one fly that just keeps flying around here that I just want to kill. That's driving me insane. They don't have any creatures or units out, which really stinks because you can't take advantage of that.
Armor cannot save you.
We're gonna fly just because we can. Noise Marines are really good. Like, they become really powerful. I mean, your Warlord is gonna get damaged multiple times. It doesn't matter whose turn it is. I don't know what that does.
Light dims, yet our hope is ever kindled.
We cannot attack next turn. That's unfortunate. Apparently they did not want me to attack with them. Makes sense. I would have started gaining life each time. What do we got going on? I can't attack with him this turn, so that's pointless. Terminator is really cool looking. Okay. Spend so much time looking at the cards and things. Destroy a damaged enemy troop. Let us throw out the Crone Berserker. And he shouts blood for the blood god. I love it. Crone Berserkers are probably one of my favorite units. I really want to paint mine. Do I just destroy that? So I don't have to deal with it later. Oh, you know what? Why are we... It didn't matter what we attacked him with. I was too busy worrying about these other units. Woohoo! We won! Look at us. Look at us go. Let's see here. I really should just concentrate on one group. Or I guess I could just buy a bunch of all army packs and see what happens. What is our collection looking like for filter? Orcs? Yeah, we do not have a lot of orc cards. Eldar we have probably enough to make a deck. Tyranids, I want to say we have a decent amount. The Tyranids I need to actually play a couple times and see how they actually work. Like most of the other factions I have down. Well, Necrons we don't have very much either. Okay, so that's the rarities. Green is epic. Or purple is epic. Green is rare. Yellow is legendary. And then special. Okay. We have no legendary cards. And we have no special cards. Okay. Let's go buy more cards, I guess, since we have gold still. How do I go back? Escape? Ah, we got this. Go to the shop. What do we buy? Some more Tyranids and Eldar stuff. Yeah, sounds good. Necrons just aren't my thing. I don't know. Even though Ultramarines are not my thing either. I would prefer a lot of other factions. Well, what am I supposed to do with the second one of these things? Do you not get anything for double stuff? That's weird. Oh, that's his sword that's glowing. I was like, what is this thing? Is there like a special icon? You can tell how late it is. I guess we'll get more Eldar stuff. Wrathguard. Fire Prism. Ooh, Shroud Runner. Sniper and Flank. Sniper do. Doing ranged attacks. Enemies killed don't retaliate. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like it when my enemies can't attack me back. Sounds good. Wailing Doom. So that actually can just put out Wraith Guards. That's pretty cool. So if you had enough stones, you could actually put out a Wraith Guard and actually make it more powerful too. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I guess we'll go one more Tyranid. Circle the Prey. I've got... Ooh, Death Leaper. Those things are terrifying. Giant sickles for arms or scythes. A Moloch. Damn Molochs. Okay, do we want to get another Tyranid one, or do we want to get another... Yeah, I feel like we want another Tyranid one. That's what I'm feeling. Gargoyles, Spore Mind, because then we can make a Tyranid deck. Maleceptor. Interested to see what they do for expansions and things. There'll be different factions or different... I forget what the Tyranid things are called. Different hives, I guess. Probably is close, right? The Iron Gob. I do love orcs. They are pretty funny. Okay, let's go see what we got Tyranid-wise. Create a deck. Well, what is the sense of having two of them? Okay, so Terragon is going to be our creature, our warlord. I want to say the other one's like the Hive Tyrant or something. One thing is it camouflage, one thing is it stealth, I think is it flank. Okay, let's see what we got for creatures first. Ripper Swarms. I want to say so, yeah, when this is played on the left side of a troop with the same name, is combined with it and adds its stats. That is interesting. This card is played from hand. You can play it again up to X times this turn. That is interesting. sounds fun. At the start of your turn, destroy this unit. It does 3 damage to a random enemy. Fly, I'm gonna kill you. My 2 o'clock in the morning fly fight. It's because I have my square light on. It brings them out every freaking time. What do we got going on? Gargoyle. Swarm flying? I am all about the swarm thing they got going on. Draw 2 cards. I love drawing cards. Another troop dies. Heal 2. That's gonna happen. What other rare cards do we have? Anyway, probably should have a Death Leaper. Moloch. Wow, we have a lot of different stuff. Return this card to your deck and reduces cost by 3. That's pretty cool. So it attacks, hits everything that's adjacent, and then goes back into your deck. It's interesting. I have 2 of them. I kind of want to put both of them in there. Xenothrope. Synapsis. Friendly unit triggers Synapsis. Deal 1 to 3 damage. What is Synapsis? When it's targeted by a friendly stratagem. Okay, so like all those 1-cost ones would make it pretty cool. Deal 2 damage to all enemies for each one that dies. That seems good for killing things that we need off the board. Maleceptor, you may as well go in there. I was gonna say most of this stuff can probably just go in the deck, 'cause I don't know if we have enough things anyway. Hive Crone. Screamer Killers. It's a lot of 6-drops though. I guess it's not that many. Flying on a friendlies. It's actually pretty cool. Do we put the Spore Mine in our deck? I guess I would want to keep the Spore Mine in my hand until later on to do that. You know what, let's put you in there and then we'll figure out what we're doing. Infantry. Oh, these Hive Guards are actually pretty cool. 6 damage, 6 life, and they have a Vanguard, which makes it so they have to be attacked. That's thinking we'll keep some high things at 6 and 7, but we'll go some lower cost things here. What are Leviathan troops? Is it just any troops with Swarm? Okay. Seems good. This also has Vanguard. Doesn't have any range attack on it, but also has armor too. We need some low drops though, so we can actually get stuff out on the board. Ripper Swarms. These we'll probably throw in there to fill in gaps. That's interesting. Do 2 damage to a random enemy and then repeat this effect for every friendly that has flying. Okay, so we need that. We need some low drop creatures so we can actually get out. I hate having a hand and not being able to actually cast anything. At least for a couple of turns, and then I'm just sitting there going, yep, we're falling behind. Awesome. Okay, so this shoots out Spore Mines. So we can actually do something with that. Okay, so let's put Spore Mine in there. And then let us... do I want 2 Spore Mines? We'll see. Carnifex is pretty awesome. The thing is, we don't need a lot of the same creature, like the big ones, because we might not even get to cast them. Even though Moloch, I kind of want to put another one in. we have it. We may as well, right? Okay, let's put the Harpy in. Let's go put the other Spore Mine in. some attack tricks. Do we do that? Flank is always good. I feel like we had another good one for buffing our creatures. Wish we had another one of these to draw more cards. I love drawing cards. That's how you win games sometimes. You know what, let's just put another one of these in here. Oh, we still have room for one more card. What else we got going on here? I want to try this deck at least once before I decide to go to bed. Which is coming up here soon. Deal 2 damage. You know what? We have a bunch of flying units. We did it. We made a deck. It's on parade. There we go. We came up with a silly name. Deck info. No 0 cost things. A lot of 5 cost things though. Ugh, but they're so good. Let us. Which one is cooler? This one is pretty cool. There we go. Oh, do I have to drag that over there? Haha, there we go. Let us go try this out. And probably fail miserably. Battle? Okay, let's see what we can do. See if we made a piece of crap of a deck. Man, I really want to do some painting tomorrow. I've got to at least get the Lionel primed tomorrow. I think I have like 5 other Flamer Marines that need to be. These new Terminators are so cool looking. Anyway. Just over here looking at Warhammer stuff. I need to make like a little paint area so I can actually stream while I'm painting.
Let's get some action, boys.
Like I don't want to paint on my playmats and I'll have to move my magic stuff every time, so that would just be obnoxious. Let's play a Ripper Swarm. And then let's play another Ripper Swarm. Seems good, right? And then, attack. Oh no, we can't attack this turn. What does this do? Progenitor. Oh, target. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go punch you in the face and end the turn. Goric Face Ripper. I feel like they have a very similar strategy of making lots of orcs.
I want to hit your head.
I love hearing the orcs talk. They make me laugh. Let's see what we're doing here. That is unfortunate. What else does this do? What did you do? Okay, you also have Swarm. They're gonna get a lot of creatures if I don't start killing things. I really don't want to waste my attacks on these grunts. But, whatever. I guess we do have... We started out with 40 life, so I guess that's not putting us back too much. Has everybody got to pick on me? Who do we draw into? That is not going to help us right now. I think we're just going to put out some of these wonderful guys. This card is played from your hand. You can play it X times. So, like, do we want to make these bigger, or do we just want to... I feel like we do want to make them bigger. Then I'll have to deal with it. Do we just kill that orc? He's gonna attack us next turn probably anyway, but I think we'll just spit some acid at him. Maybe they'll go after our swarm instead.
What's that stupid cup of yours?
Yeah, we gotta get... Oh my gosh, what's going on over here? Scarboy knob. How do we draw into Swarm Tide? Create more of you guys, which is not gonna help us. What do we got? 3? That'll cost us 1 to make that. Yeah. It's probably our best bet. Because then we can kill him off. And then, for our next trick, make you bigger? Seems like a good idea. When in doubt, just keep making these guys. Oh, sorry. Even bigger. Cunning and agile. That was not words, sir. That was not. I love Ludas. I had 2 squads of Ludas on my old orc army, and they would just decimate everything. It was wonderful. What are we going on here? Got this swarm. Now we can do some fun stuff. Now we get up to 6. I don't know what's more terrible. Let's play this. Rally. We just do that much damage. Just do it to our actual warlord. I think we just attack for 8. Seems good. Whenever another troop dies. Oh, it doesn't even matter what. If it's my troops or... Well, they have to deal with this, otherwise I lose next turn no matter what. Nobody said that. Oh my god, and it has flank? The other storm boys get flank too? That's pretty cool. Anyway, don't like that. They're at 8. I can do 7. But I think this adrenaline surge will win us the game. We're at 5. Let's just kill him and not play around. That's probably the best bet. So our Tyranid deck worked. Okay, that's all that matters. I mean, I don't know how well, but at least it did what I wanted it to do, I guess. Well, everybody, thank you for hanging out with me. This was Warhammer Warforge. I'll be making some more content for this. I want to make some more decks, get some more cards so I can actually do that. I'm going to find out if there's a way to get more gold faster, because I feel like it's going to take forever to get more packs if I'm just playing multiplayer, and I don't know how much you get for drafting. 2 victories. This deck is pretty silly. It's basically, yeah, its curve is only 6. How cool is that guy? That should be a model. Oh, that would be so super cool. I'm gonna kill you, fly. 10 health points, 10 attack, powerful sorcerer was once a member of the Thousand Sons. His master of the warp is such that he once brought Magus the Red, his former master, to his knees. This guy's pretty badass. Anyway, okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I am gonna head out for the evening. Finally getting tired, so excellent. You all take care of yourselves, and thanks. I'll see you tomorrow.